it's April and welcome back to the vlog. I think it's week 10. We took a little break. We thought we were gonna do one vlog a week for at least a year, but life happened, things got crazy, and you know how that goes. But we're trying to get back into a little bit of a routine of it. So today I have a couple of things. We're gonna show you a very partial garden tour that we filmed earlier. Maybe it's actually been almost a month ago. But before we do that, a couple of things to show you. So these little grow kits are becoming popular, and it comes with a little tiny pot and a little grow pellet and then some seeds. And so I'm gonna, just while we're talking, plant one of these. Got it at Target, and we put them in little gift bags because last weekend was Caroline's bachelorette weekend, and so just because it was very fitting for Caroline and her personality, we gifted each person in attendance with a little grow kit from Target because these were $1. So we thought $1, why not give it a shot? This also says that it's guaranteed to grow, so I'm going to try to grow some daisies. It says to fluff up that pellet in, I think, a tablespoon of water. And so I have some warm water here, and we're just gonna let it soak that up. I'm sure you've used these before or something like it. I know Zach, several videos ago, got a lavender grow kit. I'm actually gonna put more water in there. He got a lavender grow kit on sale. He said it didn't actually grow any lavender, but he's using the pot for other lavender that he was able to get to grow. So anyway, while I'm working on this, the video that we want to show you, we have some footage, and I feel like after watching the footage I need to provide a disclaimer. So we have a young friend named Saul. He came to us from Thailand at age 6, he and his mom, and his dad was already here, and they were able to finally meet up with their dad. And we've just been with the family, helped them get acquainted to the United States. And well, that was several years ago because Saul just turned 11, and as he's gotten older, he spent more time at the house. He has 2 more siblings now that were born here in America. And those siblings are starting to drive him nuts because he's the big brother and they want to hang out with him. And so we bring him over to the house more. He comes to church with me and does all that. So a lot of times Sunday afternoons, we'll hang out with him, we'll do lunch. And I didn't pay attention to how deep these seeds need to go, but I'm just gonna throw a handful of them in here. But anyway, Saul, we've known him for a long time, and he's getting older, and he's in that preteen stage, so he's catching a little more attitude. So in the video, and we never put him in a video before because when he was younger we were kind of worried about the whole, because he has a great personality, he's a hilarious kid, and he's always wanted to be on YouTube. But we've also worried about exploiting him or making it look like we were exploiting him or anything like that. But his mom has said she doesn't really care if he's on YouTube or not, and he's wanted to be on it, so we told him we'd put him in a video. And so he didn't really do the garden tour like we had discussed because we were going to do a partial garden tour, which we kind of did, but you get a little bit of preteen attitude and him being a little difficult and you can tell that Zach and I were just getting a little frustrated. So that is just to say that we're not always awful to him. There were other things going on. I don't think we were that awful, but we were being sarcastic with him, but he's also a pretty sarcastic kid as well. So I just want to introduce you to Saul, because our deal was, if he did well in this video and enough people liked it, we would let him film a video where he teaches us how to cook rice in the way that he likes rice cooked.
Shrimp?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. We'll do a rice video if you're popular with our audience.
What?
If you're popular with our audience. Maybe you should take your mask off, because I know you've been around us unmasked plenty. It's not like a principled thing. If I thought you were principled, I'd say leave it on, but I have a feeling you just like the fashion of the mask. Yeah, you're laughing about it.
Fashion statement of the mask.
Mm-hmm. But we might do a garden tour in a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
And as we walk outside, if you're popular with our audience, we might do one of you doing rice later. Okay. Good deal?
Yep.
Alright, cool. So this is a partial garden tour, and I say it's a partial one because I'm with my friend Saul, our special guest. Hold on, I can't see you. Let me come around here. Saul is here, but we got a lot of shadow happening. Alright, Saul, are you gonna walk through the garden with us?
No.
No?
No.
You totally missed the whole plan.
Yes.
You said you were going to.
Yes.
And
you're part of the vlog.
yeah.
And this is opposite day.
What?
And this is opposite day.
Opposite day?
Yes.
So you don't want to be on YouTube.
No, I said I don't want to get a tour.
You don't want to be what?
And it's opposite day, so that means you are going to get a tour?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go then.
Alright, come on.
What are
So,
we going to see?
yeah.
Saul, do you know
So
where this
we're here at the fire pit, the newly updated fire pit, and Saul's wearing like my really old slippers that have a bunch of holes in them. Alright, Saul, see, that's why I asked you about that. Okay.
This looks like a good place for making some new biochar for the garden, huh?
Oh, yeah.
This is a public place.
Do you know what biochar is, Char?
No.
Saul?
This is a public place for me to burn everything that I don't like.
To what? Burn everything you don't
Burn
like?
everything he doesn't like.
Oh, okay.
What, you like us though, right? Saul?
Yeah, do you like us?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Hey, so come here, let's look at this tree. What do you think this tree is? Do you know what this makes?
No.
No? Any guesses?
I'll give you a hint, it's a fruit.
Come here. They're called figs. So, unfortunately, the first frost we had got these tips that were coming, but we got new growth, and last night did not kill them. The only thing the first frost did not manage to affect was this guy, the new one. And I was trying to like make sure he's warm around there.
I wonder if these need to be pruned off or what?
I don't
They're
know.
not producing anything.
I think they
That might help the others.
they all got zapped. Huh?
This slipper are very
I told you the slippers were old.
Look at this.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what did you do?
They're very old.
Oh, it came apart.
Because you were wearing them. Okay. Well. That is a persimmon. I don't have children, and I don't think I want them. Yeah. We love Saul, but if you will look at the challenges, he's already broken apart my slippers and he's thrown half of them across the yard. And walk in front of that! Walk in front of it. Yeah. You're like one of the squirrels. Don't break that, please. Don't hold it. if you have to deal with a kid, you at least make fun of them and you know, inconvenience them.
We would make great parents.
Yeah. I mean, Saul, we just celebrated some of his birthday. He's about to turn 11. He's getting that teenager attitude, and he's starting to get that attitude, and so, you know, it's going to be a challenge. Yeah, you know, we just have challenging times.
What do you mean?
But, okay, what do I mean?
Nothing.
Alright, over here, so because we had some frosty weather, I've been trying to protect my friends at night and cover them over. And these are citrus trees and some more melons in there.
Maybe you should put some hand warmers in there with
Oh
them.
yeah. They get some hand warmers. My pomegranate tree's in here, and I've got it tied up to a stick, so because it was flopping over. So this was some ground covering that I put in, I think it was last year or 2 years ago. And there's kind of a succulent ground covering. This is like the hottest spot. And so these are the ones that have survived the winter.
Cool.
And so they keep living.
Is this big?
Yeah. I think that's one you put in there.
I was about to say, that looks about as good as the ones that I tried.
Yeah, we just stuck a bunch of the clippings in. And then I told you there were holes in the slippers. I pretty much told you not to wear them, and now you've destroyed them, so alright. Well, and then here is some garlic. And, oh, I gotta remember that will go off. And then I got my strawberries coming up here. We have two different types. One type, I forget the name of it, but I bought them at Lowe's. And then the other we got from the native plant store. So there's some native to South Carolina. The what?
I didn't realize you got some at the native
Oh,
plant
yeah.
store.
I got some of the
I got new ones.
strawberries. And then my potato patch here, I planted some more on the side, so it's doing more of what I wanted it to do last year, but they're starting to come in. This area gets really shaded. So the challenge with my yard is finding spaces that get enough sunlight.
So I forgot who asked, but someone asked if the propagation of the dewberries went well from our previous video, and the short answer is we actually didn't really need to. Yes, it worked, but we didn't need to bring them over because they're just so common in South Carolina that you're probably going to have one pop up somewhere.
Yeah.
So we had plenty at the new house, so we didn't even bother bringing over some of the old ones.
Yeah. Just some oregano that's been with me for many, many years, and some new stuff that sprouted from the old, I think. Got some mint. And I can't remember, this might be some of the balloon flowers finally after. It's either that or that's the toothache plant. But it came back from last year.
Let's see.
Zach's got the app. But it was whatever it was that came back from those pots.
Balloon flowers.
Oh, it is the balloon flower. Hopefully they'll actually flower this year. Well, I have a hard time having sympathy for you because you broke my slippers, so I'm having a real hard time feeling sorry for you right now. But, alright, well there is a partial garden tour.
Yeah.
We'll do more later, right? Alright, happy birthday to Saul.
Happy birthday, Saul. Cool.
Alright, I hope you did not get too much whiplash from that video. Like I said before, the garden has grown a lot more. There's a lot more green. We're now in early May, and it is getting to be really hot. It's already hit over 90 degrees, so we know it's just going to get hotter from there. But so we'll have to do slower, less stressed, longer garden tour where we show more of that. But until that point, if you follow us on Instagram or see any of our posts, you'll see that Zach and I have foraged some loquats we found. And these are what loquats are, in case you don't know. They're kind of like a cross between a kumquat and a plum, maybe. But there are some trees downtown, and apparently a lot of people use them ornamentally. I've probably been around them a lot and didn't even know they were edible. But we grabbed some of these, and so I do just want to show you, in case you're unfamiliar with the loquat like I was, what it looks like. And oh, this one's a little bit different. The seeds are not as large in this one. Normally they're a bit bigger. Let me cut into another one and see. But these were fairly tart, and I think I picked them too early. But the main thing that I'm trying to do with these, here we go. There's a big enough seed. Those are more of what I've been planting right there. But there's several. There's normally like 3 or 4 inside a regular loquat, at least this variety of them. And you can eat this fruit. But yeah, a lot of people don't eat the fruit around here. They're just ornamental trees, and they grow and then they rot. But they have a lot of health benefits. I'm gonna taste that one. This one actually is still really tart, but it's got some sweetness, so it is kind of like eating a sweet tart candy. And so, if you like things with a little bit of sour, these are really good. I also think peeling them and chopping them up and putting them in yogurt would be really good. But I've gotten several seeds from this. If you're local and you want any loquat seeds, hit us up, because I think between Zach and me, we have a lot. And I have several more loquats that I'm probably just gonna take the seeds out. But I've planted several, and we'll see how it goes. I know Zach's had some success with it, and so we'll see if we have some loquat trees over here in the Midlands soon in our neighborhoods to add to it in our yards. But those are some of the adventures we've been on, and we have some other things. If you missed our Guess the Method, that video, maybe I'll put it there or there. I'm not sure what the default corner is, I can't remember. But check out that video, because it's one that I thought I had edited and posted, but I obviously did not. And so we have that up finally now. And a couple other videos coming your way. But it's good to touch base with you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for subscribing and for commenting and asking questions, for watching the pineapple video that everybody seems to love, and we'll have to do a follow-up on that soon as well. But I hope that you're having a good spring and that you're growing lovely things and eating delicious foods. We'll see you later. One more thing that I forgot to tell you about. So the other day, yesterday actually, I was out shooting for another project, shooting video for another project, and we were outside and I got to see a hawk that had caught a squirrel, and he was holding it down, and he was acting kind of weird, but I thought maybe it was because there were people around. He was in a public space. I mean, it was a nice outdoor area, but with plenty of people, and the hawk's just hanging out on the ground with the squirrel. And so, of course, I already had my camera with me, so I was shooting some pictures, taking a little bit of video, but we were able to get pretty close to him while he held that poor little squirrel down. Well, the squirrel was already dead, I'm pretty sure. But one of the reasons why the reason why he was still hanging out on the ground with the squirrel was because another hawk was flying around trying to take the first hawk's squirrel. And so got to watch a lot of cool nature right there. And while I did feel a little bit bad for the poor squirrel, I didn't feel incredibly bad, because Those jokers are always digging up my garden. The amount of plants that they've just ripped out of the ground for fun, didn't even eat anything up out of it. They just ripped them out of the ground because they're hateful. But anyway, I got to see a hawk in action, and it was really cool.